remember when we were strong. Back in the days before King Tenebrae and his royal guard, and the people of Amosran took up their own arms for fun and profit. Before all that, air was just us, the Viridian Outriders. We kept the roads and trails safe and secure, with homes and forts scattered about and locales civilized and not. Time passed, and we have been replaced. And yet, I hear the rumblings and murmurs of the roads being less safe than they had been. Monsters sniffing around in smaller towns and magic acting oddly. Who knows? Maybe we'll be needed again. Hello, and welcome back to another path. My name is Chase, and I remain your GM. Today, the Outriders play a game, arrive at the seat, and one will take an oath and learn far more than he bargained for. Thank you to our backers, Zan, JJ, and Roger for their support. If you like what you hear, consider donating to us at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia, and maybe even try checking out some of the other shows on the network. And with that, sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down another path.
Do we need, as an organization, another cart? Because I can fix up that shitty cart if we need it.
You take that idea to Luca, and after a moment, he's like, honestly, yeah. How long do you think it would take you?
I don't know, an hour?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, everybody, settle up. Harper's going to get some work done. Take whoever you need to help.
All right, cool. Bailey, you stay there. And I go...
rude, but fine.
You're just going to get in my way, honestly.
No.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Just do it.
We don't speak the same arcane language. I'm going to go and just spend some time mending and fixing this cart up. And if I need to, fashion some new parts from the bag of hoarding.
You are a little short on horses, so you do have to hook up Ignis to pull it.
That's fine. I'm down with that. He's got a trailer hitch. Mm-hmm. It's the tail. It's the little tiny tail.
But with your new cart kind of jury-rigged hooked up to Ignis, you all set on your way. And you have another full day of travel after this before you get to your last stop before the seat. It's the last inn before you really get to town proper. It's called the Footstool.
There it is.
Oh, that's really good.
Thank you.
It's beneath the seat.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly. Oh, damn it. I just need a minute to live in that. That's really good.
Thank you.
The footstool.
It's really great staring across the table from Chase because his eyes started glimmering 3 minutes ago. And I was like, oh, this is coming. I'm ready.
Oh,
Did not disappoint.
Classic Greenlee payoff. 10 out of 10 in name.
But for the first time since you left town, you actually, Luca uses some company funds to effectively rent out the inn for the Outriders.
Oh, shit.
Everybody has a bed, everybody has a room. There is a reasonable limit open tab.
Party.
Nobody,
Let's go.
Nothing top shelf, no bottle
exactly.
service.
Nothing top shelf,
Yeah,
nothing
talking
room service. You do have to go up and order.
Drinks, and you're going to like them.
Mm-hmm.
Look, after 3 weeks of trail mix.
Yeah, can we get you, I don't know, chicken or something? Do you need to eat some real food, Cecil?
I'll eat real food when we've got an actual fire.
I'm telling you, you should try my cooking. It's pretty good. I can make stuff on the road, pretty decent. It's not going to be, home quality, but at least, keep some meat on your bones. You've been working out. You need to eat right.
No,
you need some macronutrients.
Right. I might need some more protein.
Yes.
This is a fairly common stop for folk as they're going to and from the seat. So I want to kind of go around the table and ask, when was the last time you were here? Harper, let's start with you.
At the seats or at the footstool?
Yes.
I imagine we're about a day's ride away from the seats.
Not even.
Okay. I imagine Harper is originally from a town, maybe 2 to 3 days ride or travel away from the seats. Probably not in this direction. We're probably not going to pass it on our way in.
No, but further north.
Yeah, and Harper's upbringing was kind of as a merchant. Ma and Pa sold things that other folks in town made, all kind of shared in that, split the profits for all their hard work. And occasionally, not very often, but when one of the smiths or one of the artisans had made something like really high quality, like not quite masterwork, but like a top tier tapestry or a really nice couple pairs of boots.
Sure.
We would trek down to the area near the seat and try to sell them, just like set up a little stand on the side of the road, on the side of the street, and just kind of peddle. And Harper was just excited to see the big city. Like, she'd never seen anything like it. And so I'd say it's probably been north of a decade since the last time Harper's been even like within spitting distance of the seat. So like,
Gotcha.
She is giddy, is excited, like can see it on the horizon. It's like, I can't wait. You guys are gonna love the seat. It's so nice.
Cecil.
Cecil's last time here was the last time they actually got their notary license renewed, which would have been however many years ago that was, and has not been since. Cecil doesn't mind the seat, but he wouldn't want to live there. Has spent some time here. I think especially earlier on in their time with the Outriders, served as a liaison to other Outrider outposts here in the city and was learning the ropes of the organization and how it all worked. And there are more books here. So I think a large amount of Cecil's personal library stems from what he collected here at the seat during their time here. But it has been a couple years. So I'd like to get a few more books. I'll find a transmutation expert. We'll go from there. Also, there's this new tea contraption. It's supposed to soak the nutrients out even quicker. So maybe we can make more toast mortem quicker.
Ooh.
Aroben.
Aroben's never been to the seat.
It's the Witherizer 3000.
He's never been to a big city, even. All of his travels have been in small towns and villages.
Sure.
Before finding Bering, he has steered away from big cities purposely. So this is his first time being in a big city of any kind.
Okay.
And he's okay with it. He's not excited because he doesn't know what's there. He's just like, yeah, I've never been one for the hustle and bustle, but I'm open to it.
There's some quiet places you can kind of find and some little pockets you can dig out. You just kind of got to know where to go. It is very intimidating on the surface, but I'll give you that.
I don't mind people. They just don't usually like me.
Harper doesn't say anything, but you get this expression across her face like, yeah, I get it. Like, I saw that. I understand what you mean.
You have a fairly comfortable inn that you can stay in kind of the night before. What do you all decide to do?
I actually kind of want to talk to Bailey, I think.
Okay. You want to talk to Bailey?
Yeah. Maybe over a drink.
A rigorous game of darts. And we get as many Outriders involved as possible.
Naturally.
However, it is lawn darts outside with spears.
Good.
I'm in.
Good.
Aroben is going to keep his sword with him, but he's going to put his amulet in his room. And he's going to enjoy a drink downstairs.
Sure. You feel weird leaving it in your room, but it like as soon as you break like a 30-foot radius, you instantly feel better.
Sure, it's fine.
Probably fine.
He just does not want to drink with it on
That makes sense.
because he doesn't know what's going to happen.
I want to send Katie to steal it so bad. I'm not gonna.
You don't want that fate for her.
Don't I though?
Harper.
Yeah.
You're grabbing a drink with Steward Elijah Bailey.
Bailey, I'm sorry to give you such a hard time earlier.
No,
I
get it. It's fine.
Well, it's really curious because you're like one of them like egghead wizard types, right?
Yes.
Okay. Like, we kind of cut our magic from the same sort of cloth, I think, but we just do it in such different ways that it's kind of like oil and water.
A little bit, yeah.
Because you also, like, did you make that crazy crossbow thing? Like, did you make that?
Yes. I mean, I didn't make the crossbow, but I essentially gave the crossbow the ability to reach into the weave of its own accord.
Bailey.
I mean, what do you think enchantments are?
I'm just saying, like, you're speaking my language, and I was just surprised. And like the spinner, like, did you make that damn thing, or was that something that turned up on Expedition?
So the spinner, I mean,
'cause that was big magic.
he reaches in and he has it with him, and he sets it out on the table. It's like, so the spinner.
Ignis, go outside.
The spinner is kind of its own accord. Like, I found schematics for it ages ago. They're back at the crypt, essentially like theorizing how to go about doing it. And I just kind of brought it over the threshold. But the concept, I mean, is fairly simple.
That's just it's unlike anything I'd really kind of seen before. And
It is.
I don't know. I think I'm saying I think we could maybe like benefit from actually working a little bit together on these things.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. No, we should definitely. I mean, I'm not sure if you've got anything cooking, but I would, let me know. I'd love to help out where I can.
Sure. Because, yeah, I mean, I've always got ideas.
Sure.
They're a bit more like, not to say your stuff's impractical, but the stuff I make is just a bit more, I don't know, mundane turned magical, like my weapons and my armor and stuff. And
Sure.
Rather than like this is the magical artifact that all the thieves are going to want to come and take. Like, it's a weird looking top.
It is.
And everyone's going to look at that and think, oh, that thing's magic as hell. Mm-hmm. Whereas, like, I just have a cool spear. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
it's
I
just
get it.
different.
Okay, you say you've just got a cool
spices.
spear, but I also see the glove.
Right, but like, I mean, that could just be a fancy glove.
Could be. Could just be a fancy top.
Fair enough. But yeah, like, we should, like, I don't know, make a project sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
Something cool.
Yeah. Cutting outside.
My mom said, your mom said that if you want to come over and play, it's cool.
You get a group of about like 7 or 8 of the Outriders to go in a clearing out behind the inn. And you start jarting it up.
Yep.
Get some javelin darts going.
It's a good time. First we start
I would like to participate with this as well.
Absolutely.
If that's okay. Cool.
100%.
Yeah.
We get as many as we can.
Oh shit, it's jart time?
I walk out with my drink. What's a jart?
All right, check this out.
Oh, yes. Come, Aroben. You can be on their team. We play Team Jarts.
Sure.
But Outrider rules. So you do have the triple target to hit, right? That we draw on the ground, right? But we do it with a couple of us magic folk do it with alarm spells, so that there's not damage to the ground, but also so that like we can feel when it gets broken and we can keep score better or cheat. But then we also set up fantasy bowling pins. They are set up in the outermost circle, so it becomes a strange points game of, you hit the one in the middle, but you get bonus points if you knock down the pins around the outside. So it's a little more strategic. Cheating is a time-honored tradition, and there is gold down and many drinks. And eventually it descends into chaos and a shouting match.
Yes, absolutely. Every time.
Every time, without fail. And throughout the entire thing, Cecil just sits in the middle and revels in the chaos he's created.
Herbert will throw a jart and then see that like it's not going to land where she wants it to, and we'll use the returning glove to like return it. It's like, sorry, false start. And we'll do that like 5 times. Mulligan. That's a good one. No, wait.
This is why we made the rule about bringing your own javelins. But we're on the road, so there's only 3.
After the 5th time, you are forced to use the communal javelin.
Come on.
And the communal javelin is not as sharp.
This is some downright horse apples, and I will not stand for it.
You can sit then.
Aroben doesn't get the game and throws his javelin as far as he can throw it. Yay! So do I win? It went the farthest.
Yeah, great job, Aroben.
Well, we'll let you know after you've retrieved it.
All right.
Oh man.
He thinks everybody else is so weak.
Quick aside to Cecil. He's something special, isn't he? There's hope in there, right?
It's not the first time I've seen someone call upon some of the darker powers to do what needs doing.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about that thing around his neck, honestly. I'm glad he doesn't have it on. He does seem a bit dumber without it, though, which does scare me.
He's like a big dog.
Yes, and he's got a very big stick. As long as he stays, pointed in the right direction, he'll be fine. But
we've been kind of like chatting recently. Like he's been friendlier. I think I'm getting to.
if anyone could, it'd be you.
That's what I'm saying.
Great. Katie, no, you're Katie.
Yeah.
You're great with the daggers.
Hey, that's my chart.
But it's so cool.
I know, but if I can't use it, you can't either.
Fine. Well, you can't use it because you can do the thing with it.
You get one throw with the chart, with Harper's special chart.
If you throw it sideways, and you whip it down, you can knock over all the pins.
She attempts to throw it, and whatever it is that's in there that makes it fly back to you just totally throws it off balance, and it kind of pinwheels in the air.
I
Nope, not
activate
that.
the glove, but just for a second, so it kind of goes.
That's ooh. Well, that wasn't the window, so that's good.
All right.
I found it.
Great work.
Good job, Aroben.
Now you do have to take your next shot from there.
Yeah, it's part of the rules.
Oh God! No.
You get 3 points.
Oh!
Well done.
That was
yes,
a pretty good
nice shot. Yes. These are now.
Art.
Ignis, your turn.
Wait, no. How?
He's gonna grab it by the middle, and he's gonna extend his neck all the way out and turn it really heavy, to 3 o'clock, and then kind of whip his head to 9 o'clock, and then as his head hits 12, that's when he releases, and the jar goes flying.
I'm going to stand back here.
Yeah, everyone kind of hunker down for a second. Shield up. All right, Ignis, go for it. Should I roll for this?
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Flat D20.
2.
It just kind of skitters on the ground.
I believe the firing mechanism's broke.
That's okay, buddy. We'll work on it. Ding, 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 ding.
Next!
Jart.
The next morning comes with you all saddling up and officially riding into the seats. And if you check the Discord in a moment, there will be a map.
I'm also,
Map.
during this long rest, I'm going to sub out an infusion.
For sure.
I'm going to make both my my magic items. I'm going to disenchant my armor and my weapon, and I'm going to create a pair of sending stones, and my alchemy jug.
Oh, there you go.
Upon a long rest, my wings power comes back.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
My spoopy wings.
Not the spoopy wings.
So the seat itself is
Little
situated.
Lemosrin.
The seat itself is situated at the top of a fairly tall hill with a valley surrounding. You are taking the southern path into the city to the King's Garden district. The road leads directly to the main castle of Taggart, but you immediately divert, heading not to the castle, but to the central district of Hearthhome, which is where the headquarters for the Outriders is. It is the only officially public building that the Outriders maintain. All of the other outposts are hidden in different types of buildings or...
And this is in Hearthhome, you said?
Yes.
In the big center area?
Yep, that big center area. And actually, if you're looking at the map on there, you can see there is a little golden dot on a building, and that is where the Outriders is located.
How? On a level of 1 to 10, how much is the Secret Santorum?
Probably like a 7. Probably would not give your life defending this place, but it does have a lot of sentimental value to you. This is where the order was founded however many hundreds of years ago.
The whole order or the Taggart order?
The Taggart order. Your crew makes a beeline for Hearthhome for the home of the Outriders, the outpost. You arrive, and you're a little ways back, and there's some signs and ceremony that happens at the front. But the three of you have some time kind of to yourselves while the requisite ritual of inviting an outpost in happens. What are the three of you up to?
I am talking Katie through it.
Mm-hmm.
Does she get to come in?
She does get to come in. She won't be able to be involved with any of the ritual type stuff, but she will be able to, cross the threshold.
Cool. So I talk her through whatever, and then kind of give her some loose guidance on. We've talked about what the city's like, but give her some loose guidance on like, hey, don't go farther than this many blocks. Watch out for this. This is the color of the uniforms of the guards. Like, some things like that. Just to kind of prepare her, and then once like we're in and there, and people kind of know that she's with us, kind of send her on her way to explore the city a little bit.
Give me like survival or insight at advantage, whichever's better for you, just to kind of figure out what kind of heading you're giving.
17.
Okay, with a 17. You're able to give her a pretty good heading. Hearthome is an incredibly safe district by and large. So is Kingsgarden, for that matter. You recommend that she probably avoid Northgate and the Bits, just because those areas tend to get a little slummier and have a little bit of a rougher... if she's feeling adventurous, she could check out Little Amosrin, but there's really not going to be a whole lot for her there unless she's like really going for the food. They have incredible food, Little Amosrin. It's a lot of like barbecue style stuff.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Harper's gone. Harper leaves a Harper-shaped dust cloud. This is Little Amosrin now.
And there has been a lot of talk as you've been traveling about like, what people want to do. Some people are absolutely down to check out the food and arms that are available in Little Amosrin because that is what they are really well known for. Really good like swords and crossbows and blacksmithery, and incredible food.
Oh, it's like a dream.
Kingsgarden is incredibly well built. It's a beautiful and very clean part of the city. And Hearthome has the best nightlife you could imagine. So everybody's very excited to kind of be released for the day and for their duties. But at least in the meantime, there are some other things that need to be tended to. As you are all prepping and getting ready, the door opens and you are allowed past an initial gate area where horses and iron defenders are stabled.
Okay.
Everybody else can make their way in. You are taken into kind of an antechamber area that is quiet. And it seems like the walls are actively deadening the sound as everybody is walking in. You can still hear, it just feels acoustically awkward a little bit. When an individual approaches you, Aroben, a woman a little bit younger than Cecil, at least by appearance, but kind of hard to tell given, the magic of everything. She is wearing very finely pressed robes, that Viridian Outrider green. You'll be Mr. Cronin, right?
Yeah, Aroben.
Excellent, Aroben. My name is Jara Wise. I am the Grand Commander of the Viridian. This is everybody's boss.
What was that first name again?
Jara.
Jara.
Jarahwys.
Is that first and last name or one long name?
First and last name.
Okay. I don't know if this was an Amaray Dejani situation.
Fair enough.
Jara.
Where is the prospective squire? Harkia? I'm right here.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about Harkia this whole time.
Yeah, he was on my table for rolls in the fight, and it just never came up. He flew into the woods and just started making a ruckus.
He is but we.
He is
and Harkia kind of pulls himself up onto your shoulder there, Aroben. Right. Yes, I was alerted. Okay. You can tell Harkia's given her an eye already. Like he's looking for a fight, just daring anybody to say something. Excellent. Well, good to see both of you. Good. Right then. All right. Well, I would like to get to this because I know there's a good bit of discussion that needs to happen afterwards, but I want to get everybody into whatever seats they can and should be in rightfully before we start having the longer discussion of this city, which it's you, Cecil, I know you were involved with that, and you. Yes.
Hi.
Harper, right?
Correct.
Good. Okay. That needs to be a discussion that we have to have so that we can figure out how we're going to organize this expedition properly. But in the meantime, we should get to some initiation rites. Very good. And you have a hanger on KT?
It's just one word, Katie.
Katie. Oh,
Yes.
Katie.
Yeah.
And she waves. It's like, hi, Katie. Lovely to have you here with us. I do have to ask you to leave while we do our bit. And she puts her hand up. Absolutely, I understand. I will get out of your hair. Be back evening-ish. Should be okay. The Grand Commander nods. Yes, absolutely. Have a good time.
Hey, Katie.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just take this with you, just in case if anything hinky happens. Just give us a holler, okay?
Okay.
I give her one of the sending stones.
Yeah. Sounds good. And she pockets that.
And I have the other one.
Cool. We're all giving Katie things because we can't let Katie die.
They look like...
Oh, good.
I mean, they look like tortoise shells. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they tortoise shell earrings?
No, I think it's a little palm-sized tortoise shell that is capped on one end, and you speak into the one end. And
Oh, it's a shell phone.
exactly. Yeah.
That's real good.
Yeah, take the shell phone with you. And call me if you need anything. Or wait.
God damn it. That's funny.
Yeah. I knew I couldn't do Vox Rocks again.
You can't do Vox Rocks
So
again,
I was
no.
like, what's it going to be this time?
Shell phones?
Shell phone's pretty good.
Shell phone.
Good.
100%. Got it in one.
I'll just take a step back with Katie right as she's about to leave. All right, you good?
Mm-hmm.
Good. You won't need it, but here you go. And I pull out the very old, very good, very bad dagger and hand it over.
Oh, thank you.
Don't lose it.
I won't.
Bring it back.
Okay. Thank you. Huh. She slides it into a belt loop.
I go over to her and I go, well, everyone else is giving you things. And I just give her 5 gold coins.
Hey, thanks, Aroben.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Uncle Aroben coming through with cash.
More like definitely peer age.
Pocket change.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Airben's a youngin'.
Everybody else gave her something.
And she smiles at you and walks out the door.
I have not cleared this,
Uh-huh.
so I'm going to say it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Okay.
There is some sort of tracer enchantment on that dagger. So if Katie gets in trouble, in theory, I have a way of tracking it down, at least, and finding her, maybe.
I will say
We have not established the rules of said dagger.
it is not terribly precise, but I'll allow it.
Okay, some kind of something.
Yes.
At least like a cardinal direction.
Yeah, that's fine. The door shuts behind Katie, and immediately the local outpost kind of springs into action. Luca straightens himself up and looks to the Grand Commander and says, Grand Commander Wise, can we go ahead and get Harkias taken care of? And she nods. Absolutely. Squire, I'm going to leave you in the very capable hands of Grand Knight Captain Maria Asper.
Tell me more. Immediately infatuated.
Asper comes out. She is a half-orc woman, kind of like a buzz cut.
Yes.
Very practical, ready for a fight.
Oh no.
And she is like a full head taller than you, Aroben.
Oh no.
Right then. Ready for this?
Absolutely.
All right, come on. And she claps a hand on your back and leads you away. The squire ceremony is done in private with Luca, and because you are here, the Grand Captain will also be present for that. So the two of them and Harkia, the Platinum Dragon Mouse, enter into the main chamber, and the two of you, Harper and Cecil, are essentially like with you, the rest of the Outriders, while Aroben is being prepared for what is going to happen. What are the two of you doing kind of while you're waiting for this? And it's a fairly short ceremony, like 5-10 minutes.
We're just kind of putzing around.
Yeah. Do you do anything in the meantime?
I test the shell phone. I take out my shell phone and I king, 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 and I was like,
Did you dial?
No, I just I tap on it to wake it up.
Okay.
I dial 1.
You dial shell.
Dial Katie. Katie, hi, it's Harper. It just occurred to me. Oh, cool. I was just thinking. It just occurred to me. I never actually tested this properly.
Oh.
But it seems to be working great. You can hear me just fine.
Yeah, clear as a bell.
Awesome. Great. That was it.
Cool. All right. Yeah, let me know when you guys are done.
Yeah, for
have
sure.
Fun?
There's usually a laugh or two.
Who is it?
Boo.
Did you figure out how to call Meredith?
It doesn't work that way, Cecil. It's 1-to-1.
You'll have to explain this newfangled technology to me.
It's really quite simple. It's kind of a straight line.
Nope, this is a hard stance. Cecil does not understand shell phones. Nope. Doesn't know how to work the smartphone, hates coffee.
Fucking geezer.
Somebody has to do it.
Aroben, you are taken into a back room that is nice, if a little plain. And you are given a set of plain white robes. And as you are doing that, getting changed into that, you've got some privacy. The Grand Knight Captain Asper leaves you for a moment, and once you are properly changed, she walks back in and has a green stole that she places around your neck. Now, this isn't your official one, obviously. I know that is probably packed away with your stuff. That's fine. We're going to be using this for the ceremony itself. And, we're going to go ahead and we'll be getting started soon. Just to kind of prepare you, there's going to be an oath that you will have to say. Your High Captain is going to be passing that off to you when the time comes. You will have to say that. Once that is done, you will be taken to solitude, and you will be given a moment there to kind of clear your mind. At that point, you will be, fully inducted. Out of curiosity, which branch are you hoping to be put into?
What do you mean, which branch?
Well, I mean, it's not going to happen for a little while yet. Of course, as an Outrider, you'll serve a little bit of time as kind of general needs, kind of like you have been already. But eventually you will be either put into the night track, the home track, or the scribes.
Well, to be honest, I'm not too excited about the scribe track.
Not many people are. Cecil's weird like that.
Think I'd rather be a knight.
It's fair. From what I've heard, you'd be well suited for it.
Well, I know how to swing a sword.
Well, from what little rumblings I was hearing about what that trouble you ran into on the road, there's a little more than that you're good at, too.
There are circumstances about my life that have made me more equipped to do some things.
Fair enough. Well, best of luck to you, and I'll be back for you in just a moment.
All right.
The camera followed Grand Knight Captain Asper out of the room, and she goes down kind of a winding hall into the grand chamber of the Outrider. This room is made of lovingly crafted stone, designed to look like wood.
Oh.
It's beautiful. It is a darker, kind of like an orange stone, an orange marble. Grand Knight Captain walks in and nods. He's ready. Do we have a new squire ready to go? And you, as you are filing in as well along the other side, you see Harkia in the middle of the chamber wearing the tiniest little Outrider stole.
Yes. Yes.
That's why they had to give him a heads up so they would have one in his size.
I'm no longer going to be the shortest Outrider.
Give it some time.
Harkia nods. She looks down to him and says kind of apologetically, I'm really sorry about this, but unfortunately, because of your rank, you are not able to sit in on this particular ceremony. If you wouldn't mind waiting out in the lobby. And Harkia nods like, all right, that's fine. I'll see you all in a little bit then. And he scampers out.
Bye, Harkia.
Arkia, take my spot. No.
Sitting up at the top of the room, there is a long table, and in the middle of it is Grand Commander Jarawise. And she nods and gets a little smirk on her face, like, okay, we all ready to get this started then?
Indeed.
Think so, yeah.
Very well. She claps her hands, and the lights lower.
Are Cecil and I... Is there any particular attire that we are wearing as part of, like... There's, like, a ritual coming up, essentially, an induction. Do we have, like... uniforms or something of station?
The uniform of the Viridian Outriders is whatever is most practical in a given moment, plus a stole. And it's really more of just a scrap of fabric that is held and worn in different ways depending upon your station.
Cool.
So as a crafter, yours is worn kind of like an apron to keep yourself and everything clean and, you know, out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
As a steward, yours is worn kind of as like a side pouch or a satchel so that you can keep things and have them at the... For squires, when they are first inducted, it is worn over the shoulders, like a nicer stole, which is what is typically worn in the actual ceremony for somebody going from squire to outrider. That stole is worn over the shoulders just to signify their novice status. And the nicer one that you are wearing is absolutely emblematic of that.
Cecil has their stole, you know, as such in the bag, but has also figured out a way to fancy tie it. So it comes down kind of down the front a little bit more and looks like an ascot.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of see mine as like, it's kind of tucked under the arms, like it kind of wraps around there and then kind of crisscrosses along the back and then back down, ties around the waist. Or, yeah. You know what I'm saying.
With the tweed jacket.
Oh yeah, the jacket doesn't leave.
Jacket doesn't leave. Got good elbow patches on that thing.
We cut back to the preparation room. You are given one last piece of direction. If you would like, Aroben, you can have one non-weapon personal effect with them to keep on your person throughout this particular walk. What do you keep? If anything, you can have nothing.
Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't do it.
Do it. I have to have the amulet.
Let's go.
You put the amulet on, and you wait. Back in the main hall, the lights have gone down low. The candlelight makes the room look even more wood-like. The shadows cast by the stone, the way it is carved, it feels like you are outside in an open clearing almost, with how evocative it is of something that is shoddily built in case of an emergency. What the Outriders are there for. The Grand Commander nods and looks to Luca. Knight Captain, are you ready? Luca nods. We are. The Grand Captain stands up. I would like Cecil Stiles and Harper Tuck to approach the altar. And in the center of the room there is an altar, and the two of you walk up to it and stand side by side looking at her. Outriders, as I am aware, the two of you are speaking in favor of the squire. Is this correct?
To clarify, the squire being Aroben,
Yes.
Cronin, Rat? Okay, cool.
We just wanted to check. There were two.
There were two.
Right?
Well, there's
We have
two
had-
now. Yes.
We have had different experiences.
That's no fair.
So,
Yeah.
yes.
Crafter Talk, please elaborate on your experience with this squire.
Aroben, he can be a little prickly. sometimes. But he's proven to be a more than capable ally that I have trusted at my side several times in a scrape now. Not without his troubles, but who among us aren't?
Well enough put.
But I'd be happy to continue wading into the thick of it with him.
Stuart Stiles.
Aroben Cronin does not fit into the current mold of the Viridian Outriders as we exist now. He's a poor selection for what we have become, and I look forward to working with him to return the Outriders to what we once were and what it seems the world is commanding us to be. He will be necessary, and we will need him.
I look down at Harper's like, that was really good.
Thank you, I've done this a few times.
I'll say, it's my first one.
Very well. Grand Knight Captain Asper? Yeah, go get the squire. And she returns to the room, gives a quick knock. Ready, squire?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, come on. She leads you into probably one of the finest rooms you've ever been in. The low candlelight absolutely giving the feeling of being outside with wooden palisades and barriers set up dividing the room into different sections of bleachers. You see at the altar, your two companions are standing there waiting. They each step to the side as you and the Knight Captain move, and she causes you to kneel. And both Luca and Wise move down and stand in front of you. And Luca reaches into his own stole and hands a folded up piece of parchment to you. In handing that to you, he just says very quietly, "Give it a read over. Once you're ready, we'll read it aloud to all of us. With, of course, your name and what is in brackets added in there."
Okay.
Harper's giving like big thumbs up.
I, Aroben Cronin, do solemnly swear to protect and defend the weak, the roads, and those with a spirit for a good life to the best of my ability. I pledge to take all that I know, that I am, and will ever be, to support and uplift those in need, to maintain and improve the infrastructure that connects us all, and to foster a sense of community and unity. I swear this upon the name of Apollo.
And so it is done. Grand Knight Captain, take him to solitude. You arise and are led out a room in the back. This hallway is dark. There is a single door at the end. And as you start moving towards it, the Grand Knight Captain speaks. Now, for a lot of folks, this part's a little rough. The room back there is designed to cut off all magical interference. No gods, no kings, only outriders. It is a place of peace for a lot of people. Other folks, well, they have a lot of turmoil in there, being cut off as such. You don't gotta stay in there long. A couple of seconds at least. But you can dip back out whenever you'd like. I'll be right here. Go in there and take stock of yourself, okay?
All right.
And she leads you to this door. It is small, like maybe like 2/3 the size of a traditional like pathway. It's made of like a dark wood as well. And she opens it. And it is a small room lit with a single candle on a table. And there is a chair there as well if you want to sit down. But it is about 5 by 5. And she leads you in and shut the door.
How do I feel?
Weird. Your blood is connected to the divine, no matter what else has happened to you in your life. You trace your lineage to a place beyond this realm. And for the first time in your life, you are cut off from that. So everything feels a little weird. The amulet feels weird as well. It grows cold in a way that it hasn't been.
It grew cold. Is it not there right now?
It's there.
Can you still hear me?
What is this place, Aroben?
I'm not entirely sure.
Aroben, where am I?
We're in the room of solitude.
Aroben. Aroben. It is you, isn't it?
Wait,
You know that voice. Aroben, I don't know what they did.
wait, where are you?
I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm in. The penumbra is watching. Not here. Not in here. He can't see me. I don't know what his plans are, but he needs us both.
What do you need me? What do you need me to do?
Okay, look. He can't see us in here. He doesn't have any influence over me when I am in here. I can't live in here. He'll know. You can't leave me here. We gotta play along.
I need to free you.
You're gonna have to outthink him. This thing is old. It is old and it's scary, and I fucked up so bad, Aroben, and I am so sorry. But I fucked up. And now you've got to fix it, and I'm sorry. But that's the only way. Oh my god, I haven't been able to think clearly in months. Oh. Okay, panic has never helped us. It's never helped.
Stay calm, stay cool.
We're smarter than he thinks, especially now that you know. You'll find a way out of this. Don't look for me. You know where I am.
Okay.
But don't let on that you know. He'll change the game.
Don't worry. I've outsmarted smarter foes before. We faced tougher enemies, right? This is what we're good at.
We haven't. But we will, Aroben.
Alright. I should go.
Yeah.
I leave the room.
Roll me a deception check as you leave the room and have to hide that.
Holy shit.
How's your poker face?
11.
You walk out of the room. Grand Knight Captain Asper nods. Like, I know you stayed in there longer than most, but it's a lot, especially for folks of, well, lineages like yours. We don't have a whole lot of Azamars, but plenty of tieflings come on through.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of time to myself, so it was nice to get a peace of mind.
I suppose you don't. And the three of you head back down the hall to rejoin the Outriders. We'll call it there.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website and merch store at anotherpathpodcast.com, on Twitter at anotherpathpod, and our network at ghostlightmedia.net. You can support our efforts by donating at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia or by giving us a rating and review over on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcatcher will let you. You can also find me on Twitter at TQLoudly, Griffin at GriffCold, and Ryan at RyanRolled20. You can find Justin on TikTok at JustJustinMichael and myself at TQLoudly. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode, and until then, remember to always make sure your valuables are secured or with you. This has been a Ghostlight Media production.